Episode 29. Steel Pirate Media Show. Welcome. I see I'm the only one that brought my party shirt on New Year's Eve. Everybody else missed the memo.
My party shirt. There's
Nah,
no
I got
parties
my
over
own.
here. Not
I'm
till
gonna make
tomorrow
a
night.
wardrobe change here in a little bit.
We won't be partying till tomorrow
Same.
night. We don't care about tonight. It's tomorrow night. It's New Year's Day. We don't care about tonight.
If
The
we
boy
want to
doesn't
start
drink.
with college
I don't
right
care
quick,
about tonight. I'm making Philly cheesesteaks on a Blackstone tonight. This matters though. This is potentially the first natty in school history because I'm pretty sure, win or lose tomorrow, the winner of that fucking Rose Bowl will win the national
The
championship.
CJ.
Fuck it then. We're gonna talk about college. Hey, you guys say it with me. Fuck state.
Fuck state.
Say it with me. Fuck state. They lost the game. They lost the fight. Their fans didn't show up. They're just losers. UNCR. UNC Raleigh. Fucking scrubs.
Bro,
How do you feel about SC?
What do you
Do
mean?
you hate South Carolina too?
no.
Yes, I hate
I'm
the
not.
Cox. We call them the Cox.
I think they're the best team.
Did you
They're
see?
easily the best team.
Did you see, Ronnie?
Look at
The
Michigan.
11-on-11 MMA match in the end of the
Michigan's gonna
ECU
beat
NC State
Alabama.
game?
What?
Yeah.
Boys got mad. We took a towel. We took the
Bro,
towel.
they're
That
running off the
started
field,
at
and the
4.
one DB took the wide receiver's towel out of the back of his shit, and it was just...
It was a haymaker. It was a
Bro,
brawl.
it's pounding rain in this bowl game right now. This Alabama-Michigan game. Jalen Milroe just had the worst fumble ever.
Worse
Michigan
than
already
Kenny
got a fucking
Pickett's?
field goal.
Michigan by 1,000. Then Michigan is about
Yeah,
to win
dude,
a
that
rock
Kenny
fight.
Pickett play.
That's what I'm saying.
Play.
This just became a very pro-Michigan game here. It's pounding rain. They just got the
Michigan is
ball off
about to
a
win a rock
fumble. Dude.
fight. A 7-3 rock fight.
Yeah, this ball is not going to get past once. This is going to be the
All right.
quickest bowl game in history.
So, this is how we're starting today. We're going just... Everybody's only naming their favorite, okay? And I'm not going first, and Ronnie's not going first.
I went first last time.
Josh
So
is
it's
going
Favorite what?
first. Josh is going first. Best
chicken.
fast
Fried
food
chicken.
fried chicken.
So now there is one stipulation here. Is it chicken or is it chicken sandwiches?
Chicken.
I feel like it could be chicken in
Yeah,
general.
chicken
honestly.
sandwiches though is
Chicken
90%
sandwich.
chicken,
Yeah.
10%
sure.
bun. So
Okay,
yeah,
well, so I'm a big Popeyes chicken sandwich guy.
So Popeyes chicken
Big.
sandwich.
that shit was as good as it was advertised at the time. It really was. They were not lying about
chicken
it.
sandwich.
Was it
Huge,
just a
'cause- and
copy
I-
paste?
You know what it
Was
is,
it just
too?
copy
I think it's
paste
the
from?
pickles, bro. I think it's the pickles.
Yeah, no,
'Cause they
it's
use-
100%.
The pickles that they use are like they're still cucumbers. You know what I mean? So they're
Fresh.
so
I don't
crisp,
even get
and they're
pickles on.
huge, and they still got the seeds in them. They're pickles shit on every fast food pickle I've ever had. It's not close, and so that makes that sandwich phenomenal. I mean, if we're talking like a 2-piece meal, though, God, dude, it sounds crazy, but KFC,
That's
extra
good.
crispy original recipe.
Very good.
I mean, listen, bro, because that's the bucket meal of KFC is something different.
I just pink misted myself, bro. You took KFC as the best chicken. That is wild.
If
All
I'm
right.
talking, if
That
I'm
is
talking,
wild,
I'm eating,
but it
if,
is
if I'm eating
underrated.
drumsticks and mashed potatoes, KFC, I mean, that bucket comes in.
Fellas, let me
All
welcome
right.
you
No,
to
no,
my
no,
side.
no. Avery, hold on.
Colonel was on to something.
Hold on. Ronnie, you're next. Paulo.
Okay.
Here we go. It's about to be 6-0, Michigan.
So I would probably say this is fast food. So I would say Chick-fil-A got to be up there. I mean, it's got to be up there because the chicken is really fucking good.
Consistency.
Jesus' chicken. It's
Consist-
Jesus' chicken.
Consistency. Every Chick-fil-A you ever go to, you
Every
get
single
this.
one is
It
the same
hits, bro.
stuff,
You ain't
bro.
never
Yeah.
get one and
They
you're
don't
like, yo,
forget nothing.
I'm not going to the Chick-fil-A
Bro,
on
they-
this
they-
road. Nah, you don't have that.
They forgot my Chick-fil-A sauce once, and the place almost went out of business. I swear to God, they were like freaking out
Oh,
in there, bro.
they probably air droned you like a whole bottle of that shit.
Yeah,
Bro,
I got a call from the CEO to personally apologize.
I feel
Would
so
you like a
bad.
franchise or
I-
Sark?
And then I would say if I had one, always I gotta give my guy some credit. Culver's underrated.
All right, listen, time out. I got one thing to say about Chick-fil-A. I try to express gratitude when I receive service everywhere I go, and I'm very appreciative when people do things for me, and I like to do things other than just give the business money. And I say things like, "Thank you," and I feel so bad at Chick-fil-A when I say it, and that's just natural reaction for me. And then I hear them, they snap at me and they go, "Oh, it was my pleasure," and I'm like, "Oh." I look at him immediately and I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Like, I was just trying to express my gratitude." Because the response at this point is like, it's culty. It's just like cringy, bro. You hear it and
Like,
it's so forced.
It's okay. Blink
like,
twice
bro.
if you need help.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
We as humans,
Are you here against your will?
We get used to a standard instinctual response. Like I was checking out at Country Fair a couple days ago, got a couple Gatorades, and every time I leave, I always just say thank you, you too. But there was no reason for me to say it this time, and I thought of it while I was on my way out. She goes, "All right, you're all set," and I said thank you, you too. And then I walked out and I thought of it and I was like, damn it, what is she all set with? How can I guarantee that she's all set? You know? And I thought about it for 30 minutes. I was like, she probably just thinks I'm a fucking idiot, dude.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You
Nah,
just
bro,
get used to it.
you're all set. Thanks. You are
When
too.
somebody asks me how it's going, it's another day in paradise.
All right.
When I'm done buying my shit, no matter what, it's thanks, you too.
All right, so Avery, go chicken.
So I guess we're doing chicken sandwich and chicken meal. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go with two staples of the South. Y'all not gonna know too much about it. Zaxby's has
Yeah,
a
you have
pretty
a
good
leg up.
chicken sandwich called a nibbler. Zaxby's has
I've had
this thing
Zaxby's.
called a nibblers.
I don't know if I've had that though. I gotta.
It's a little chicken strip on a yeast roll with a barbecue, like a Zax with Zax sauce. on
See,
the
and that's
roll.
where I will say that Josh had a
All-
point. The chicken littles from KFC are very good. The chicken littles.
So that's one. I'll go nibblers from Zaxby's. At number two, fucking Bojangles, bro.
Damn it.
Like-
I knew he was.
Oh, and because you guys up
probably
north,
agree with you. I've never had Bojangles.
well, I'm gonna tell you where
Me
it
either.
goes. Write this down: 4551 Everhard Road Northwest, Canton, Ohio. It's an hour and 10-minute drive. You can go get some fucking Bojangles.
There's one that's
Listen,
an.
I'm going to
there's-
Canton next year. I'll do that. I might go
There's-
to Canton
There you go.
twice next year.
There's
I'll send you the link.
there's also one in West Virginia. It's about 30 minutes over
I ain't
the
going to West
PA
Virginia.
West
Motherfuckers
Virginia
don't-
line.
Don't come home from West Virginia. I ain't going to West Virginia.
There's
but-
one in Columbus, Ohio, also.
So, since Avery took,
Sorry.
oh man, Bojangles.
I mean, hey,
Look at
I
the
can
big-
change it.
if
I'll
you
change
guys
it.
knew, no.
Switch.
I got. I'm gonna really sprinkle something in that people don't know about.
I thought
Since
someone was gonna say Canes.
just wait,
Gunners was Canes. That's why nobody
wait.
took it.
just
He
wait.
Yeah,
basically called that
That is
shit last
true.
week.
Yeah, he definitely would have probably said Canes. That boy
Just
loves
wait.
some Canes. Wait, does
I
Cookout-
fucked
P-
up so
Cookout
bad,
still
it's so obviously Canes. A
P
huge miss on my part.
P
Huge miss.
P D Q P D Q.
Oh yes!
If you
Oh my!
you might
God,
not
bro.
know about it.
Here. Oh my
it's-
god!
Oh, is that an establishment like King Chicken?
Nope.
Bro,
No.
it's unbelievable. They have so many sauces. They have these spicy chicken nuggets, bro, that are crispy on the outside, but when you bite into them, like a fucking pillow on the inside. Very simple.
I could have
to
said
the
City
Popeyes
Bird.
Yeah.
I coulda
Popeyes-
went City Bird.
This would be like there's a PDQ in Fayetteville.
Michigan just picked the ball off again, dude. Alabama can't get a first down, dude. This is such a Michigan game right now.
That's
Big
bro.
and
It's
roll.
bro. The last 6 months in college football are crazy. The fact that Alabama and Michigan are playing in the Reliable Bowl. is kind of crazy. But
By the way, that game last night was pretty fucking crazy, to be honest. 40-34. That was a great game, bro. And the Lions, like, you just cannot keep them down.
bro,
You got to get like a 21-point lead.
it's so funny.
It's gonna be the
Campbell
Eagles, and
effect.
it's gonna have to be the Eagles.
I seen a tweet last night that said under center jet sweep that's run hundreds, if not thousands of times on Friday nights by high school teams has NFL broadcasters flabbergasted.
They would love the Dwayne Kellum wing tee. Just let me tell you.
No,
I
but
keep saying,
PDQ. Hold on, chicken.
all right,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. The chicken thing. All right. So PDQ it's a little expensive, but you can see them hand make it all right there, bro. It's delicious. The fries are fresh, crinkle cut fry. Ooh, they're delicious. But that is only yeah, very similar. That is only my third best place. First being Bojangles, second being Zaxby's, and third being PDQ. So, shout out to Avery for absolutely
No, that was a great one.
absolutely
Shit
It
on
was a great one.
fucking
I know because there's one here.
yoinked the fucking.
Popeyes chicken in general, it's Cane's for me.
No, but the
Honorable
but the
mention.
Popeyes chicken sandwich, like when I first bit into that thing, I was flabbergasted. Like how crunchy the outside is, and then how the inside is just like.
Touchdown, Michigan. It's getting out of hand.
Honorable mention, Lee's famous recipe. Lee's famous recipe, if you go to a good hood one, they're a pretty good spot.
Wait,
I'm
real
not
quick. I need to do.
church fan,
Hold on.
by
I
the way.
have a chicken story.
Church
So
is bad.
actually, Colonel Sanders sold KFC as like a franchise at one point, and then he got so mad because he thinks that they ruined their recipe. They like something happened. They changed the
He
recipe.
bought
They
it
did the stuff.
back.
He opened up a new place. You can visit it in Louisiana. It's called it's his wife's name. It's like Clarissa's Chicken House or something like that. And he, at the end of his life, he did not fuck with KFC. He was like, they ruined what I built. This isn't the original recipe anymore, yada, yada, yada. And so if you want the real KFC, you got to go to, I will say too, KFC is very inconsistent. That's the one thing with KFC, super inconsistent. You could go to one and it could be great. You could go to another one, bro. The chicken is like rubbery. It was like under the fucking warm heater for too long.
The
Nobody
opposite
made
of
you a fresh one.
opposite of Chick-fil-A.
The exact opposite of chicken.
Yes, 100%. And then real quick, I wanted to say one thing about this.
Let me say something about the opposite of Chick-fil-A. Popeyes, there's one Popeyes in Erie, dude. And I'm there, I'm not going to say super frequently. It used to be super frequently, but I'm there enough. They fuck up my order, and I'm not kidding, 86% of the time. I mean, truly, they fuck up my order 86% of the time, and I just keep going back. You don't understand how good this chicken sandwich is. They won't get my order
is
right
so
for
good.
nothing. I could be the only motherfucker within 10 miles of that place. They will find a way to fuck up my order. They never make it right. I'll bring it to their attention at the fucking. Sometimes I'll see it and be like, "Oh, I asked for honey mustard sauce," and they'd be like, and then just nothing. And then it's like, all right, you're right.
Do you get the
You're right,
spicy
my
honey
bad.
mustard?
They do have honey mustard. Don't sleep.
Do you get the spicy honey mustard, like the Louisiana honey mustard or whatever it is?
No,
It's
it's
like-
called like wild honey mustard or something. They have a hot mustard too that's good. But all I know is Michigan's up 13-0 against Alabama right now. There's 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Alabama hasn't gotten a first down.
All right, so where you guys want to start with? Hall of Famers, NFC. What do
I
you want
want
to
the
start
NFC. I'll just because my shit with the NFC is real easy. I think the Lions will beat. I think the Lions will beat the Vikings. I think they will be the 1 seed. I think that the Eagles will win the NFC Championship game against the Lions.
If I'm being completely honest with you guys,
Solely because of injury.
Did wait? Hold on. Did Ronnie? We got a death toll on hangers. Is that another hanger?
Yep, that's two.
At least
Guys.
might be 3 hangers. That's this. I'm sorry.
They caught me with the fishing rod.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So, I mean, the NFC for me, like, I think if the Eagles win and get the 1 seed, or if the Vikings win and the Eagles get the 1 seed, the Eagles will steamroll everybody in the
Wait,
playoffs.
so the Vikings don't have a chance to get the 1 seed even if they beat the Lions. But if they beat the
Right.
Lions and the Eagles win, the Eagles could take the 1 seed from the Lions.
Correct.
Dude, he
Yep.
just fumbled the ball again. Michigan ball again, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah, well,
He had
let's
a
get 'em off the
fumble, an
sticks, Josh.
interception,
Let's get
and a
them off the
fumble.
sticks. Let's get them off the sticks.
You're going to freak
Um,
out when the Seahawks take Jalen Milroe as their first round.
Whoa.
I'd be devastated.
Yeah, have y'all seen the thing that they showed of all the last 10 top 10 or the last 10 first picks in the draft? Or like maybe it was even just the last 7, but it was like Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, that one panned out. Outside of that, it was Trevor Lawrence, Kenny Pickett,
Kenny Pickett was
Bryce
20,
Young,
bro.
Caleb Williams.
You said top 10 picks.
No, like the first quarterback taken in the draft.
Oh, okay.
Like
I
the
was
first one off the board of the last, like, yeah, none of them have like panned out like really beyond Burrow.
Time
I mean,
out. This
if
is
you
the
look at
only
the
thing.
second quarterback
This is
taken,
the.
though, they've done better.
This is the only
oddly.
thing I have to say about that, Ronnie. I don't. Why?
I don't think
why
that's
is
like an actual
it's the
real thing. I mean,
bro? But it's the same reason why we're seeing Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield pop, bro. They just need development.
right?
They
Yeah, a
just
lot of it's
need
situational. It's
development.
almost like if you have the number 1 overall pick, you're a bad fucking team. Probably a bad franchise top
Right,
to bottom.
exactly.
And that's
Well,
not
and
exactly
that's-
laying out a
well,
fucking red carpet for these kids.
I think that,
Bro, but
like,
the-
for me, the biggest example though is the fact that both of them were on the Mayfield and Darnold were both on the Panthers. Like they couldn't even win. They couldn't even get like a 500 season. Sorry, Avery. 500 season. Like with both those guys that are now. I mean, let's be real.
That was an
the
old
Bucs-
coaching staff.
the
They
Bucs-
moved on from those folks.
Well, that's
we-
true.
Darnold been all
But-
over the place too. He
No, he
hasn't won
definitely
anywhere
has,
but
but-
Minnesota. He
Here's
didn't
my
win.
thing.
He didn't win.
If you look and see Darnold, I
Kevin
think was
O'Connell is the reason
Yes.
Sam Darnold's good.
Yes.
I brought
Now,
that up a
Sam
couple
Darnold-
weeks ago,
Didn't say
too.
that one,
That's
guy.
what I was gonna say. 100%. Baker, he has Todd Bowles, the defensive coach. Like Baker really is kind of
Baker
he's
Mayfield's
ball.
a dog.
Hell
He's a
yeah.
dog.
Baker Mayfield's a dog, bro.
He is. He can ball. He can sling it. Yeah, he can sling it. Like that dude doesn't have Kevin O'Connell as his head coach.
Hell
But at the
no.
same time, like,
He
okay,
ain't
so what do
never-
you do?
look, If
Here,
you look at Baker Mayfield,
That's
his
the
like
best
NFL career, the only offensive coach he had was Stefanski.
yeah, and he
Matt
was good. He
Rule,
just played with a
defensive
bad
guy.
shoulder that year, and he was still
Yeah.
young.
Matt Rule, defensive guy. Todd Bowles, defensive guy. Like he.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna ask.
He went to the Rams for 2 games.
I
I
feel
don't
like
even
this is.
count that.
I feel like this is a great question. What do you think if you're the Vikings, then you do this offseason? You keep McCarthy and Darnold, probably, right? In a perfect world.
I
mean,
heard.
why would you
Hey,
even get
so
rid
I
of one
heard.
of them?
I heard them talking about this yesterday on McAfee. You can franchise tag Darnold.
That's true.
That's
That is
not
true.
a team franchise tag though.
Okay.
No, but bro,
okay.
at the end of the
Okay.
day, You're talking about 25, 35 million. To
Nah,
figure
it's
out if you have the
44.
guy.
It's
You're-
44.
You're talking about 45 million.
44.
It's 44.
Yeah, no. The franchise tag goes by position. Is
Yeah.
the average of all
Yeah,
of the
I know.
positions.
I know that. Yeah, I'm
Plus,
surprised.
and what you made
25.
the year before. I think there's something factored into that too.
I mean, I think we really need to pay attention in the off season because they're damn sure going to have a competition for that starting job. Dog, if JJ McCarthy wins that job, I was dead wrong about JJ McCarthy. That's all I'll say because Sam Darnold is finding motherfuckers. And don't
But
get
this
me wrong,
is-
it's not
but
like
this
he has
is
the
my
hardest
thing.
job in the
Hold on.
fucking world.
I gotta, bro. What if you saw, and this is just a, this is kind of we kind of ventured off the topics here a little bit, but what if a team like whoever gets the first round pick or gets the number 1 overall pick traded? They went like 1-for-1 pick, and then they paired a second round pick, and they got Darnold. So like they have a guy that, and then that boosts fucking Minnesota up to the first. Like what I'm getting at is Minnesota's in a position where they could, with respectfully, they can afford kind of similar to where the Lions were this year. I don't know if they'll be there next year, but like the Lions could have afforded in this past draft, maybe not this past draft, this next draft, to give up a couple later round picks and go get like a high level guy. You know what I mean? Because they have
Packers?
no, the Lions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they have such development. Like if the Lions wanted to trade up and go, maybe not even number one, but they wanted to
Well, and get
pair
like a young
something
QB.
together, or a young QB or somebody crazy off the edge to pair with Aiden Hutchinson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something to like mix it up. I think
Well,
that
I think
organization
they
is
do-
in a position where they could gamble a second and a third and a first for a higher first
right.
to
Yes,
really
They're gonna do
impact.
that. They're gonna do that
Wait.
this all season when they go
Who-
get
hold
Myles
on.
Garrett.
Didn't somebody trade their? Who was it? The Vikings either
Micah.
traded their picks or got traded. They traded like what they trade 2 seconds for a first, or something like that to move up. Well, that was last year. It was the Vikings were involved in it. They either traded up.
Yeah,
I can't
for
remember
McCarthy,
exactly what
right?
they did. Yeah, I think it was to get McCarthy. Avery, are you looking it up?
No,
Okay. Damn, I'd be curious because I can't remember exactly. I remember at the time thinking like, oh, this would be interesting to look back on. Obviously, McCarthy being hurt kind of. I mean, that is interesting. Like, what do you do if they knew Sam Darnold was going to ball like that? Would they even have still took McCarthy?
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Then we're not having this conversation. They had no fucking idea Sam Darnold was good. They had no
Right.
reason to believe he was fucking good. He
Well, and
sucked
that's
his
the other
front
thing is
whole
that-
time.
Yeah, he does look like the part. He does too. I mean, I don't think he's the type of dude. If,
Right, so he's throwing to Justin Jefferson, though.
no doubt,
You know
but
what I mean?
exactly. So he needs to know the grass ain't greener. Like,
But
bro,
he's
you
also
can either
throwing
go
to
take
T.J.
the
Hawkins,
money
he's
or.
also throwing to Jordan Addison. He's making his reads. If you're watching Sam Darnold's tape, he's playing good fucking
Yes.
ball.
Yes.
I mean, truly.
no,
I mean,
100%.
that's why.
Like in a
I said
different
all,
year, it'd
like,
be
I've asked
MVP
you
talk.
before, how would I feel about Sam Darnold in Seattle right now? Or no, this is what was asked me. Would I rather have Sam Darnold or Justin Fields in Seattle? That's a tough one, dude.
I
For
would
me, it
probably say
genuinely is
I
tough.
would say Darnold if you give me a real elite coordinator.
Nah.
Oh, we don't have that.
I would
But
take
Fields also.
I would
there's
take what
something there.
if you got a guy from the O'Connell tree though? Like a guy that knows that offense.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? That
you
could
should
go with
see the fucking
Darnold
tree.
and do
No,
it.
dude, you should see that tree. That specific coaching tree goes back to the Shanahans and McVays. Like, obviously, everybody always puts that picture up of Washington, but it's still probably not talked about enough of how they all the coaches they had. Bro, I think they had Mike McDaniels,
Josh,
Kyle
Or not
Matt
Josh, Mike,
LaFleur,
yeah.
Kyle Shanahan.
that shit was crazy.
You're like,
Oh,
bro,
Kevin
yes.
Alabama got a
O'Connell is a
first down,
Charlie
good
Weiss descendant. Charlie Weiss is Andy Reid descendant. Andy Reid's a Mike Holmgren guy. Mike Holmgren's a Bill Walsh guy. It's a West Coast system, guys.
Let's go!
It's West Coast.
Don't you love when you have the autistic guy in the group? I'm sorry.
100. No, he tried getting sweet on Facebook. Talk about there's 3. No. Joker missed a free
We
throw.
ain't counting fucking free throws, Josh.
Well, they counted the free throws for the other 2.
So who you got, Josh? Lions or Vikings in the NFC?
No, I already said. I said the Lions. I said the Lions will win. They'll beat the Vikings on Sunday. They'll win the 1 seed, and then the Eagles will beat the Lions in the NFC Championship game solely because they're not as hurt. That's all it is.
But the Vikings still
If
make
the
the
Lions
playoffs.
beat-
But the
if
Vikings
here's
still
the
make
thing,
the
on the road
playoffs,
are
right?
bad.
Yeah, they're
Eagles on
the
the road
loser
are
of that game gets
bad.
the 5 seed. They're
Eagles
the-
on the
both
road,
them-
bad
winner-
team.
Listen, that's a conference championship game. That's the equivalent because the winner of that gets a bye, loser of that's 5 seed.
Okay.
Fuck
What
it.
about you, Avery?
I genuinely think that the Lions will still make the fucking Super Bowl, guys. Like I have no reason to not believe that.
No, that's
They-
not
they
a
are-
hot
they
take.
are
Vegas-
different right
Vegas
now.
has them winning the Super Bowl. That's
I'm
not
sorry.
That's not a hot
I
take.
can't go against it just because of the shit. They've been through so much shit, dog, and they've ate shit. They've just been through everything, and they're still winning fucking football games.
Yeah.
Nah,
They're
I'm
winning
with you.
Slugfest shootouts. They're winning 40-34 football games. Like,
Against really
Bro,
good
I wanna
defenses.
I honestly
Bro,
want to see, and I
yeah.
genuinely mean this. I want to see a lateral-based offense, like Travis Kelce at tight end, Ben Johnson at coordinator, Travis Kelce at tight end. There you go. Lateral-based offense, bro. Like, dude, that shit is so fun. Like, that back in the day, they used to run the hook and ladder. The Steelers, like, 4 or 5 years ago, ran the hook and ladder. Like, bro, why not pull a play out like that once in a while? Fuck
Right.
it. What the fuck? Who
Yes.
cares? Like,
Hey,
what?
here's what I'll say about last night's game. Though.
Oh,
Kirby Joseph. Okay.
Been a
Kirby
Kirby
Joseph
Joseph guy.
played his.
been a Kirby Joseph guy.
Kirby
Kirby
Joseph.
Joseph. What? At one
Kirby
point, Kirby
Joseph
I
Joseph
love
got
him
an
when he took off
interception on a
Aaron
high
Rodgers
pass.
twice in one
nomination.
game.
Kirby Joseph caught an interception on a fucking high pass, and then they called it back for Branch had a PI, and then the very next play, bro, fucking Kirby Joseph picks it again, dude.
Kirby
It's real hard to
Joseph,
pick the ball.
You know what they say, right? Ball don't lie. This is my
No,
take
no,
on it. Hey,
That's what
I
I mean.
love
Like, they're
Kirby
I
going
think
up,
I'm-
and as soon as they lose a good player, them good players that aren't great yet, they just become fucking great, dude. That's what the Lions are.
Yes.
They're so bought in. They're so
that's-
fucking
and that's-
bought in.
Exactly.
They're
That's
so
why I
next
think
man
that the
up.
Chiefs are always able to pull some shit out because I genuinely believe like
Leadership.
the defense and the other.
Everybody on their team died
Because
this
I
year.
think,
They're
I think they
15
genuinely
fucking
know
wins.
if we. I
They
think they
might
genuinely
win
know.
with backups on Sunday. Think about
Yeah.
that. They really could win with backups. Carson Wentz is their backup quarterback. That's not a bad backup.
But
He could
genuinely,
fucking
do you
win.
guys
Teddy
think that a lot of that
Bridgewater.
stems from having Mahomes in the sense of like, yo, if we just get the ball, like he's gonna do it for us, or if I get open, he's gonna get me the ball. Like if I block for him, we're gonna score a touchdown. Like you know what I mean? Like
100%.
Remember when they went to overtime with the Bucks this year? The Chiefs did, and Baker Mayfield and Pat Mahomes went out there for that coin toss. And as soon as the fucking
He
Bucks
lost
lost
the
that
coin
coin
toss,
toss,
Baker Mayfield
what-
said,
as soon
"Fuck."
as they lost the coin toss, what did Baker do? He went like this
Fuck.
because he knows the game is done. He knows the game is done.
All right, so
He's
listen,
done.
my take on this Vikings-Lions situation is the Lions had a great beginning of the season, great middle of the season, great regular season, but the league is a league of attrition, and they've suffered some serious injuries, and I think down the stretch here in the playoffs, when it comes to game planning in the postseason, they're going to be a little bit more handcuffed, and the long game, unfortunately for Dan Campbell, I hate to say it, that the Vikings are gonna. The Vikings will end up on the top of the situation. So they'll last longer, in my opinion, if that's what it comes down to. If they don't play each other in the playoffs, or
So who do you think is in the NFC Championship game?
right now, Vikings and Eagles.
Who wins?
I would probably say Vikings Lions, man.
Eagles.
I just don't.
Eagles
I mean,
because of
Eagles Lions. Eagles Lions.
Eagles because of the rush game, the running,
Absolutely.
the running.
And
game.
they're all there, bro. The Eagles.
They're
are
like the
banged
same
up
team.
at all.
They're like the
At all.
same.
Eagles
team.
are
minus
Check
Saquon
Jalen
and minus Saquon Barkley.
Hurts' head, guys. Check Jalen Hurts' head. That's all I'm gonna say. They are a quarterback going down for
Yeah.
being a terrible fucking team, guys.
Bro, but I'm
Steve's
not.
trying to show off for the
I'm
Steve
not
is taking
arguing
shit
that.
right
Hey,
now.
I'm not arguing that at all, Avery. Except we haven't seen the quarterback go down and them just really turn Saquon up. Because
That's my point.
I think
Alabama,
Saquon. I
like,
think
Fourth
Saquon.
and 16, Alabama's punting. Big 10.
I think Saquon could put the team on his back a little bit more than they've had that ability in the past in that part of the game. And by that I mean.
Do y'all think they bench him? Do y'all think they bench him this next game?
Oh,
Saquon.
So the only reason I would
He's
is because
103
they're.
yards away from the.
Well,
So
Yeah.
because they're not going to be the 1 seed, and it would only be one bye week, I might sit him. But if it was going to be 2 weeks, I would play him at least in the first half. That's my take. But go.
I think they should bench him. He hit 2K last week. The shit would have an asterisk anyway because it's 17 games.
He's not going to
gotta say
play it
something
for
about
the
that.
record.
I gotta say something about that, but I'll
Saquon
let you
isn't
go
going to put
first.
his shoulder pads and helmet on to go break a record.
He shouldn't,
Go ahead, Avery.
and the
Go ahead,
coaches shouldn't allow it.
Saquon Barkley will eradicate that record Sunday, strictly because it is against the New York Giants, and he did not break a record on them earlier this year. The
It doesn't
offensive
help
line,
that it's against the Giants.
the offensive line will literally beg him to play.
Yeah.
That is more of an award and an accomplishment for offensive linemen than it would be for him.
Yes.
in my
And
opinion.
I want to ask y'all real quick. I have a two-part question, a question and then a response. Do you think that his record is as impressive, because he
50
has
less
the extra
carries?
game or two?
If he does it on 50 to 30 to 50 less carries, yeah.
Exactly. That was what I was going to
fucking
say.
wild.
Wow, you could say they had the most games. Look at the carries.
Dog,
Dickerson got more
unless
carries.
we're
More carries. That means he had more attempts, no matter how many fucking games there were.
listen, unless we're closing the record book when the rules change and opening new ones, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Hey,
no,
listen,
Well,
listen.
But
and
look,
hey,
if he
listen,
had
hey,
100
here's
more
some- here's-
carries
hey,
or
listen,
something, I feel
here's
like, okay,
something that- If we're
But
talking asterisks, I brought his name up in kind of a comical fashion last week, but if we're talking asterisks,
Orenthal, James Simpson.
OJ Simpson, okay,
14.
OJ Simpson averaged 143 yards a game for 14
Yeah,
fucking
there you
games.
go. That's how you got to do it. Average yards per game. Nobody can
That's-
close. You know, the
That's
only
why
person.
he's in the Hall of Fame.
There's only one person, and I'm gonna give a shout out right now because this man does not get enough fucking love for how good he was. There's only one person in my lifetime that came anything close to Eric Dickerson, and that was Le'Veon Bell. He averaged 129 scrimmage yards per game. He was a receiver and a running back in one. Motherfucker would have 70
He was just
rushing
he
yards,
was just a
50
better
receiving
built
yards.
running back
Hey,
than
hey,
Debo Samuel.
guys.
That's it.
Hey guys, there's only one player in NFL history with 2,500 scrimmage yards in a season, and his name is not Le'Veon Bell. His name is not Eric Dickerson. His name ain't even fucking Jim fucking Brown. Chris Johnson.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay, yeah. What's crazy is that
Hey.
season the Steelers held him to 32 yards.
Hey, you know what's even crazier? I just bought
He
I
broke
just
so
bought
many, like, 80-yard
I
runs
just
that
bought
year.
an ECU autographed CJ 2K card for not one, not two, not three, not four, but $5 single dollars.
I ain't gonna lie.
Mark this down.
I ain't gonna lie. When he was showing me that shit last night, I wanted to go snipe his ass, but I thought I was a good friend. It did not. I did not go up the bid to 6.
Imagine Dunbar's like, yo, somebody keep fucking outbidding me, dude.
I'm
And
just
Avery's
sitting
like, damn, man, you should just give it up, man. It's not really worth it, you know. It's like,
Damn, bro, $10. You started at
that's
5.
a lot,
You
bro.
should keep going.
All right, so let's move on to the Hall of Fame selection. Okay, the way that I
Yeah,
read
Eli
the
Manning,
rules.
Travis.
Hold on a second. The way I read the rules to the Hall of Fame are there's no like exact amount of players. It's between 4 and 8. Last year was 5. So I picked a group of 5 that I thought should go. We could throw in some honorable mentions here or there if you'd like, but there's
I'll be
15
honest,
finalists. They've been
if you
put
look-
out.
If you look at the finalists, it's actually, in comparison to like a lot of other classes, it's not a good class.
No,
That's
for
not a
sure.
great class.
But
Eli Manning.
I
being a
love
finalist-
Marshall Yonda and Jari Evans. Love them to
yeah.
death. But Hall
Bro,
of
Eli
very
Manning-
good. Hall
Eli
of
Manning
very
was
good.
100. Eli Manning was 117 and 117 in his career.
bro,
Exactly.
Eli Manning beat the evil empire twice, Ronnie.
And he probably should, but he's a first.
Evans
this is his
played
first ballot. This is his
183
first ballot. He's a
games.
first ballot
Marshall
finalist.
Yonda, 167. 177, actually.
183.
Marshall Yonda, 177. Crazy.
How do y'all feel? Because it just seems like it's way past due, and I feel like I've been on an island with this for years, dude. I think Fred Taylor should have been in 5 fucking years ago, dude.
See, that was
Fred
an
Taylor
interesting
has
thing
to
for
get in
me.
by now.
I'm
Well,
not.
This is the
Curtis
first time
Martin,
he's
is
even
he
made the fucking finalist cut. It's crazy the
Curtis
disrespect.
Martin's in
Curtis
the Hall of
Martin.
Fame, bro. Yes. Yeah.
Fred Taylor should have been
Yeah.
the first Jaguar Hall of Famer, straight
Fred-
up.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Ronnie.
be the
I
guy.
was
Yeah.
gonna-
Can
yeah.
somebody
Curtis Martin's a Hall of Famer, Ronnie.
can somebody help? Like, did Fred Taylor have what it like? I was trying to. I did some research and I was looking at Fred Taylor. Like, I'm not knocking him. What was the great thing that I missed?
Consistency,
Fred.
availability.
Yeah, he was
The
consistent.
10
only reason
years
they
of
won
1,000
8 fucking
yards?
games.
But
The
I think
only reason the
biggest thing that
Jaguars were
people-
relevant for 8 fucking years.
Mark Brunell, 1998, Josh. Relax.
See, there's a lot of people too.
Like,
that
I'm
look
not
at,
hating on him. I was just looking at the
No,
stats,
but
and
there's
it's
a,
like,
there's a theory though. There's a theory that to get into the
I'm
Hall of
fucking with
Fame,
you guys. I'm fucking with you.
specifically early, that you have to hit.
And you
certain
have to
type of
look at how
accolades.
bad his O line was too.
Oh,
They knew
yeah.
he was
That's
getting the
the
ball.
thing about
He
Fred
played
Taylor.
behind a shit O line, and he still. I mean, you can count on one hand how many seasons he had with under fucking 1,200 rushing yards. Bro.
Wasn't Fred Taylor when he retired like top 6 or something like that in rushing yards?
Yes.
mhm.
Yeah, he was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says it all.
Yes.
For the Jacksonville Jaguars,
But it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy he wasn't in 5 years. And I might be on an island, but like he has to get in.
Nah,
To
'cause
me,
he went to
he-
Buffalo and was a beast. Wait, didn't he play
Has
for
to.
Seattle?
no,
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
A lot of players have died in Seattle. A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
thought
really
he
good
might have
players
been
have
one of
died in Seattle.
Hey,
He was
I
one of them.
I was looking
I'll
at this
tell you guys-
list. I was looking at
I'll-
this list. Hold on a second. I was looking at the list, and I was comparing the wide receivers.
Reggie Wayne's on there too. Reggie Wayne should get in.
That was the one that I had out of the wide receivers: Torrey Holt, Steve
Yeah.
Smith, and Reggie Wayne.
I got 2.
Steve Smith, man. I mean,
No, I was
Smitty.
I was just comparing. I was just
I'll
comparing
give you my
statistics
five.
and
I'll
all
give
of
you my
that
five.
stuff.
Howard should probably be a finalist. As
I'll
well.
go with my 5 right here, okay? I'll just drop my 5 right quick. The clear-cut number 1, like 100%er in this class is Vinatieri, right?
Yes,
like,
thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
We're
yes,
all
yes.
ingredients out of Vinatieri being the clutchest,
Kicker.
almost borderline player. He's the clutchest kicker in NFL history.
Yes,
One of the clutchest athletes ever. Gotta throw him in.
Yeah.
bro. The snow kick after the tuck rule is
The tuck
crazy.
rule, yeah, kicking the ball in 14 inches of snow is bananas from 40. Like, and banging that bitch through the middle. Wild stuff.
Yeah, no, Vinatieri's off. He's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very clear 1-1 for everybody on this one.
Yeah. I don't
Number
think that the
2
committee's gonna have to scratch their head on that one too much either.
Number 2 for me on the list was Luke Kuechly.
I liked Luke a lot too.
Now, I think in his 8-9 years, the only
is this his first year of
debatable
eligibility?
player, the only debatable player that you could say was better than him at his position was Bobby Wagner.
Is this
In
is this Kuechly's first year of eligibility?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, they're gonna be
That's
like,
the
oh,
only thing, bro.
Did he play
Is he
long
a
enough?
first ballot guy?
This
I
is
thought
what
they
I.
had
Ballot
to
is
play long
great.
enough.
This is where I come
I
to
think
with
as
that
a
though,
player, he
8
was.
years,
bro.
8
The longevity.
years, 6 years All Pro,
But
NFL
Terrell
Rookie of the
Davis-
Year.
Yo, he's. I'm saying
He's
he's
been
all
out there.
Bro, he was
I don't know.
DPOY.
Ballot.
DPOY his second year in the league.
He led the league in tackles 3 times.
Correct.
He walked into the league and led the league in tackles. What are we talking about? Rookies don't do that shit, guys.
And when he played a short career, and he was damn near all pro the whole entire time.
He was All Pro, first team, 6 of his 8 years.
It's crazy.
Buddy, I'm with.
got
I'm
MVP
saying he's
votes.
for sure a Hall of Famer, and
Got
I wouldn't be
MVP
surprised if they
votes.
could put him in this year. First ballot is hard, bro.
No, I
First
hear
ballot
you.
is
I
Hey,
hear you.
dude, the linebacker play ain't what it used to
Like,
be, man. In the days
bro.
of like Navarro Bowman and the Luke Kuechly's, the
Bro,
Patrick
he's the
Willis.
last one. Him and Bobby Wagner are the last 2, if you want my opinion, of
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the box, and they can play in the nickel package.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Fred Warner now. Like there's
There's a couple
handful
guys.
of those guys now. Like
there's a dog. There's some guys that are there.
yeah, there's a
Zaire,
handful of
like
guys, like
Boyce to
Queen.
Luakon.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
But now, if you watch Luke Kuechly's past defense highlights, they're unbelievable.
All right.
He dropped.
Oh, he was stupid.
Like down the
He was
seam,
stupid in
flipping his
college
hips.
too. Not that matters, but he was stupid in college.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
Oh.
crazy.
like 300 and he had like 290 tackles in like a year and a half or something like that. 2 years.
It's dumb.
Like that's ridiculous.
Who's
guys.
next? Who you got it?
everywhere.
Who's the third?
Well, Ronnie already shit on him a little bit. Eli Manning.
I had Eli Manning in my group too.
Dude, but
I'm
a
sorry.
first ballot?
I'm sorry, guys.
Ronnie, hey Ronnie, let me
Two-time
explain
Super
something.
Bowl
Matter of fact,
MVP.
hey, look, hang on.
Two-time
hang on.
Super
This
Bowl
is important.
MVP.
Hey, this is important because I only got 8 minutes left, boys. Let me explain something to you, Ronnie. Do you see this banner here? Do you see how many names are on that banner?
Mm-hmm.
There's 5, okay? 5 names are on that banner. 5 players ever We've been established in 76. Ever 5 players.
Yeah, but
okay?
your greatest years.
Hang on. He's saying Eli Manning doesn't deserve to get in for whatever reason. You can make that argument.
First
You
ballot.
should see. Hey, have you ever been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Ronnie?
Yeah, I have actually.
Then you've seen they have a whole floor for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They seem to like putting that logo in there. Okay.
Okay.
They just some of them guys are questionable to have even gotten in. They like putting that logo in there. Okay. It helps. Okay.
Yeah.
Eli
let's
Manning.
talk about it.
Eli Manning, they're going to put him in because of his fucking last name and because he won 2 Super Bowls against the easiest first ballot Hall of Famer they've ever selected. Ever. And they haven't even selected him yet. He won 2 Super Bowls and his last name's Manning. He's in. That's all.
Super
that's
Bowl
all there is.
MVPs, 2 of them.
That's all there is. His last
also-
name's Manning.
He's
His
also
last
the-
name's Manning. He won 2 Super Bowls. He's in.
Yeah, but
He's
Dunbar, you're
also-
talking. This is exactly
he's
what
also-
Deion Sanders was trying to
Same
warn
reason
against.
why, like,
is
bro,
that you're
Heinz
ruining
Ward is
what
going to be in the Hall of
you're
Fame
ruining
because of
what
the fucking logo on his jersey.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but
gonna get in.
but in my opinion, I think he should get in the Hall of Fame for what he did against the things. And there was years he was a good quarterback and everything. But even those years that they won, they were on like heroic.
Is he first?
playoff
Is
runs.
this first ballot for him?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ron,
Yes.
Be a first
Is
fucking
Cam Newton
ballot.
a Hall of
His
Famer,
last
Ronnie?
name's
Hold up,
Manning.
fellas.
What are we talking
Not a
Is
first
about?
ballot.
Cam Newton a Hall of Famer, Ronnie?
No.
His last name's Manning.
All right. If
He's gonna
Cam
get it.
if Cam Newton isn't,
He's
then
gonna
Eli
get it.
Manning isn't.
Sometimes
That's
guys
fair.
get it who shouldn't get it, bro.
I
Sometimes
mean,
guys get it.
I
who
was
shouldn't
going the
get it.
opposite, honestly. I was waiting for Ronnie to say yes, he is, so I could be like, for fucking what?
He's gonna get it.
I mean, I
But,
think
hey,
that.
also,
I think that-
Eli Manning, godfather of draft day holdouts. I will
Yeah.
not play in San Diego. They still
Yeah,
took
nah.
Respect.
Nowadays, he'd have been a first ballot Hall of Fame, bitch.
all right. So then,
Number
who's
4
next? Yeah, keep
Number
on, keep
4,
rolling.
I had Steve Smith. I mean, hey, it's a homerism.
The only reason, hey, hold
What it
on.
is-
I put Reggie Wayne above him for the Super Bowl
I had
and
Reggie
better
Wayne-
stats, like just
I had Reggie
strictly.
Wayne as 5.
All the way
Like,
around,
I had
better
Reggie Wayne on the
stats.
list, though. I had Wayne on the list, but it was when I was looking at it.
Yeah,
I'm a Steve Smith fan. Steve Smith, he's provided a lot of
he's a great
memorable
dude.
moments, bro.
he's a great.
He's provided a lot of memorable moments.
Plus,
you
I
know,
think with Steve, him being so small, like
right, he's the greatest receiver under 6 foot ever.
that's like what I'm saying. Like, come on,
Top
man,
10
like,
returner.
greatest-
Top 10
Maybe.
returner.
He's the greatest 6 foot under 6 foot receiver ever. And I mean, before Cooper Kupp, he was the last Triple Crown winner in the NFL.
Yeah.
That holds a little bit of weight. So
And he was doing that shit with Jake Delhomme and fucking Joe
Hey,
Flacco.
ho, Jake Delhomme, Carolina legend.
Yes.
Respect.
Yes.
But then Reggie Wayne was 5, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. Reggie Wayne's numbers would have been absolutely ridiculous if he didn't have to split catches between Dallas Clark and Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he didn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
get his
Oh,
shine
yeah.
like the first years of
They had a
age.
hell of a problem up there or down there in fucking Indianapolis, dude.
I
By
have.
the way, did you guys
Yeah.
hear Pat McAfee said about them? On
Oh,
Edgerrin
yeah.
James was there too. What?
Joseph Adai. Joseph Adai from LSU, one of the most slept-on backup running backs behind Edgerrin James.
All right.
Yeah, Joseph Adai. Yeah. No, Edgerrin James was. Wait, isn't Edgerrin James from around your area?
No, he's
Or
from
no, he's from
Florida.
around this area. He's
Yeah.
from around this area. That's right.
Edgerrin James from
Fort Myers.
Florida.
Yeah,
I thought
Fort
it was
Myers.
Florida, yeah.
I had the
I was
same
saying, I thought it
list.
was from someone around here, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's me.
I had the same list. Sub Steve Smith for Jahari Evans.
I'm
Bro,
not
the
upset.
disrespect of
I was
Fred
trying to-
Taylor is crazy.
Of who?
Crazy.
Hey,
Fred Taylor.
Hey.
You've been eligible for like a decade, bro. You gotta
James
put this man
Harrison,
in.
James Harrison, and Heinz Ward both missed the.
Heinz Ward's what was wild work for me, but whatever. Heinz Ward, but
I think
we don't have
Heinz
Heinz Ward, but we
Josh,
have Eli
James,
Manning.
Josh.
Josh, you hear this, right? Heinz Ward should be a Hall of Famer, but Eli Manning
No,
should.
no, 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 no.
I didn't say that.
know.
I
Let me-
didn't
let me
say
make
that.
this
I
very
didn't
clear.
say that.
Let me make this very clear.
Heinz
Heinz
has
Ward,
10K
Heinz
yards.
Ward will be in the Hall of Fame. The fucking logo on his jersey
And I didn't
helps.
say that Eli shouldn't be in. I said Eli should be in. A first ballot, bro. If Heinz Ward was a first ballot Hall of Famer, I would have literally went to Twitter and been like, "This is a fucking travesty."
So your argument is the same reason why I said I'm
It took
iffy on
Andre
Kuechly.
Reed
Listen,
30
your
years.
argument with the first ballot thing is why I'm iffy about Kuechly being a first ballot guy, buddy. Fred Taylor has been eligible for a fucking decade, dude. A decade. Fred Taylor has been eligible for a decade, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and say,
decade. It's
if
time to put Fred Taylor in the fucking Hall of Fame, dude.
Well, you know what they
Frank
say
Ward
about first
doesn't
And
ballot?
he didn't have no off-field bullshit. He
Hold on.
was never a fucking clown.
This is
He was
what-
always humble. Never bitched about playing for a shit organization.
No, he
Kept
was
his
off.
fucking
He
head
was
up,
off.
did his job in a shit dumpster fire of a team, and produced constantly for fucking years, dude. No matter what, Fred T was gonna get you 1,200.
That's
1,200
fair.
yards.
That's fair.
No matter what, stayed on his fucking feet, stayed healthy. That fucking guy has to be in this year. Just has to. The rest of them, I don't give a fuck. Fred Taylor has to fucking get in this year. I mean, Vinatieri. Vinatieri first ballot, no doubt. But for real, Fred Taylor, it's been too long. It's been too long. You have to put this man in. Because he's going in. You know he's going in. Dog, it's been a decade. Put the fucking guy in the Hall of Fame. Holy shit. He's the reason Jaguars... He's the reason they were able to sell tickets in Jacksonville.
Well, they had a thing that they're basically saying to be a first ballot specifically, to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, you had to be top 3 in your position at least at one any time. If you weren't top 3 in your position at one any time, like Mike Evans, he's a great player. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? No. He was never top 3 in his position at the time. You're talking about a class that should be so fucking elite that we should be literally turning people away, and we should go, "Oh my god,
No,
he
I
didn't
think
get in."
right.
Yeah, got to be Deion fucking Sanders to get in type shit.
Alabama
bruh.
is something
Barry
again.
Sanders,
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, Big Ben should be like. He did it early. He did it with defense and run game. After that, he never won shit. Is he really a first ballot?
Yes,
I don't know, bruh.
I'll be there.
And second ballot. should
I'll
be a
be
thing.
there.
Like second ballot should be a thing. Like that should be like, okay, this wasn't first ballot. Bro, T.O. was not a first ballot. Terrell Owens